fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The tackle made
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards to go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
You gonna like this?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
New Orleans.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check over 50. Hey, you block over here. Check. Get 300.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense that.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's on.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To number 35.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check 24, 26. Shoot, inside.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
He's dropping 30, so it's 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Taking a shot for... And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And he's into the clear. 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
To number 18.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 62 yards.
Saints.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Saints 21. Falcons 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
4-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Michael
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. It's Ross. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back. Come on.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Open man is lost, complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kenny Golladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this carries into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Golladay, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone.